Well, hey guys, today I really want to talk about habits that you are making in your nighttime routine, your nighttime skincare routine, and just your nighttime routine in general that are sabotaging your skin. These are simple things that you can change up that over time can have an additive benefit on not just the way your skin looks, but on your total body health because they can positively influence your sleep. Not everything that has to do with our skin is related to the skincare products that we use. A lot of it is influenced by lifestyle habits, including how we treat our nighttime routines. You can apply all of the fancy serums, toners, etc., but certain lifestyle habits and mistakes that you might be making, not just in your skincare routine, but in how you approach your day-to-day life can really make a difference in terms of your skin health. If your skin still looks dull and tired in the morning, that might just be a warning sign that something is not going right the night before. Most of these things are an easy fix. We're talking not just skincare routine, but sleep hygiene, your bedroom, even your laundry practices. They can work against your skin. Mistake number one is rushing through or neglecting your nighttime skincare routine. We've all heard that you should never, ever go to bed with your makeup on. Truthfully, if you happen to fall asleep with your makeup on, turns out your face does not fall off, okay? You will be okay. I promise you will not rapidly age, all right? But over time, it is not a good idea to regularly not wash your face at the end of the day. Why? Well, you want to be removing cosmetic residue, dirt, oil, as well as all of those aero allergens that settle on the skin. When we sleep at night, our skin needs to heal, recover from oxidative stress from throughout the day. And so you want to start with a clean slate, not to mention the buildup of cosmetic residue, old oils, which oxidize on the skin surface, also fuels those little Demodex mites that can cause various skin problems such as rosacea flare-ups, little bumps, itchiness, which subsequently disrupts our sleep. If you wear a lot of makeup, I do suggest doing a double cleanse at night with an oil cleanser or a cleansing balm followed by a gentle cleanser. But regardless of if you do or not, at the very least, you should be using a mild cleanser to remove dirt, oil, cosmetic residue at the end of the day, while also not stripping your skin of its natural moisturizing factors and not compromising skin barrier pH. At nighttime, you don't need an elaborate 10-step skincare routine. If anything, the more steps in the nighttime routine, the greater the risk of irritation. Just cleansing and moisturizing and a treatment as necessary, such as a topical retinoid. Mistake number two is not really taking advantage of or addressing the unique needs, processes of the skin at nighttime. Skin physiology, if you weren't aware, it's got some unique things that happen at night that it does. First of all, you have an increase in blood flow to the skin to deliver nutrients, oxygen. You also have an increase in transepidermal water loss. These two factors together allow for better penetration of certain ingredients into the skin. Also comes with an increased tendency to lose water as we sleep from the skin, wake up with dry, dull skin. And itch often becomes a problem at night in many cases because of these changes and also because we're not distracted by things in our surroundings, so we can realize, oh my gosh, my face is itchy. And that can actually keep you up at night. So in your nighttime routine, make sure that you are taking advantage of the application of certain ingredients in your routine at night, such as a topical retinoid. Topical retinoids are always advised to be applied at nighttime, not because they cannot work during the day, but it's thought that you get optimal uptake, penetration, and activity, if you will, of the retinoid when applied at night due to the physiologic changes that occur as we sleep at night. Also though, make sure that you are moisturizing your skin at nighttime to reduce transepidermal water loss. Now, not everyone really needs to use a moisturizer, but if you wake up with dull, dry skin, put the moisturizer on at night rather than waiting till the skin appears dull and dry the following morning. And of course, if you are introducing a new ingredient into your nighttime routine, go slow. Mistake number three is that shower routine. You have been too influenced by shower talk on TikTok. You're taking long, hot showers that can really dry out your skin, increase transepidermal water loss further. Maybe you are using really harsh scrubs, body washes. You're scrubbing the skin really aggressively in there. And then, this is a common mistake. When you get out, you take that towel and aggressively towel dry the skin. These steps ultimately really do a number on your skin barrier, contribute to more transepidermal water loss, dryness, irritation, and itch. So try and keep the showers short. I know it's hard, especially when it gets colder. Ideally, no more than 10 minutes, but hey, I'm the first to admit I stay in there a long time too. you. But if you are in there for a long time in particular, try and not make the water so hot that it steams everything up, because that really can draw more water out of your skin for sure. You don't need to scrub the skin to clean it. And also, you don't need to rub the skin very hard to remove excess water. This not only can aggravate the skin barrier, but it can flare up the itch signals that contribute to itch at night. So not only do you have dry skin, but it becomes super itchy. And if you have urticaria, aka hives, these practices will make that issue much worse for you. Also, when it comes to your washcloths and your towels, make sure you are washing them regularly, at least on a weekly basis. These can trap moisture, harbor bacteria and microbes that contribute to skin problems such as folliculitis. Mistake number 4 is probably the most serious one when it comes to not just how your skin looks, but your total body health, because it can have an additive effect over time and compound on itself, and that is having a poor sleep hygiene routine. No skincare product can do what a good night's sleep can do for your skin and your total body health. As you sleep, your skin is able to heal and repair and produce new healthy collagen. It's able to help fight off free radicals that you were exposed to throughout the day and kind of clean up some of the damage that occurred. Lack of sleep, poor sleep, increases the hormone cortisol, which can weaken your skin barrier and weaken collagen integrity. This not only can delay wound healing, but also can aggravate a variety of underlying skin conditions like acne, rosacea, atopic dermatitis, and psoriasis. So to improve your sleep quality, stick to a consistent routine. Try and go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning, even on the weekends. Try and avoid caffeine in the late afternoon, early evening, so as to not be too stimulated at night to start unwinding and going to sleep. Make sure you create a relaxing wind down routine and try and avoid staring at screens roughly an hour before you go to bed. It's thought that these may disrupt the release of melatonin due to the blue light and get in the way of your sleep. Whether or not that's true, we really don't have great evidence for, but at any rate, the more you scroll at night, the greater the likelihood you're gonna come across something that keeps your brain up longer than it needs to. So I like to unwind with a good old-fashioned book. Helps me fall asleep. You also want to avoid eating large meals about an hour before you go to bed. Going to bed with full stomach can increase the likelihood that you experience reflux, which is not fun and will wake you up and disrupt your sleep and is just not a good thing to deal with on the regular. Not to mention just having to digest can interfere with good sleep quality. So not just the nighttime routine, but here's another mistake that people make. They ignore the sleeping environment, and that can make a huge difference. It doesn't seem like it would, but it does. Did you know that your bed linens, the drapes in your bedroom, they can trap dust and body flakes of shedding skin cells, right? And what this ends up doing is creating a favorable environment for dust mites. Dust mites can aggravate underlying skin conditions, specifically atopic dermatitis can really be aggravated by dust mites. So again, make sure you are laundering these things regularly, washing the pillowcases, the bed linens to remove that cellular debris. This is another reason actually why I advocate taking a shower at night, because when you're in the shower or the bath, if that's what you prefer, it does slough off some of the dead skin cells into the shower down the drain as opposed to into your bed to fuel dust mites. The humidity in your bedroom can make or break how your skin looks the following morning. If you live in a dry climate, especially in the winter months, you might consider running a humidifier in the bedroom to improve the ambient moisture, ultimately reducing the impetus for water to exit your skin as you sleep. But if you live in a really humid climate, on the other hand, you might want to have a dehumidifier. Maybe it is getting a little musty in your bedroom, and that is not good either. While your pillowcase probably doesn't directly cause skin problems, it does harbor dead skin cells, oils, and also microbes can, in theory, grow there. So you do want to be washing that pillowcase regularly. Also, your sleep position at night can impact how your face looks the following morning. Sleeping on your stomach, for example, tends to lead to an increase in morning puffiness and also sleep wrinkles, these little vertical creases on the skin where your skin is compressed up against the pillow, for example. So try and train yourself to sleep on your back or get a supportive pillow that adapts to your head, your neck, your shoulder girdle. And that has really helped for me reduce morning puffiness and those little pesky sleep wrinkles. Here's some bonus tips. Number 1, when you go to bed at night, make sure you're not going to bed with soaking wet hair. I have a whole video actually on why this is bad for your hair. If anything, it can increase the likelihood of hair breakage, but it can allow for trapping of that moisture to the scalp, prevent the scalp from drying appropriately, and that moisture trapped trapped up against the scalp can contribute to overgrowth of the yeast malassezia, which can lead to dandruff in the scalp and also seborrheic dermatitis flare-ups on the face. Speaking of hair, you might also consider going to bed with a silk bonnet or a satin bonnet, or sleeping on a silk or satin pillowcase to reduce hair breakage and morning frizz. I sleep on a satin pillowcase and it has made a huge difference in my hair the following morning, much less frizz. But these pillowcases are also smooth on the skin surface, cut down on irritation, and also help to reduce creasing of the skin if you do rest on your stomach or on your side. Make sure you avoid going to bed with tight hairstyles, headbands. I see people go to bed with these elaborate sock curls and these whole gizmos to go to bed with heatless curls. In reality, while you might be thinking that those are beneficial for cutting down on heat to the hair, which yes, can contribute to hair breakage, the tools themselves also contribute to hair breakage by putting traction on the hair. So I don't suggest wearing those. I think that they can end up causing more breakage for you in the long run. Here's some pointers though. When it comes to your sleep, don't let anything get in the way of a good night's sleep. Don't skip or rush your nighttime skincare routine. Keep it simple. It'll be a lot easier to maintain. Just cleanse your skin and put on a moisturizer if needed. Of course, treat with a topical retinoid if that is in your routine. Dial in your sleep hygiene habits. Do a once over on your bedroom. Is it optimized for sleep? Is it dark? Is it the right temperature? All of these little things, they really add up. And try and lay off of the screens. They may disrupt the ability of your body to unwind properly. It might keep your mind racing. And also, if you are staring down at your phone screen for a prolonged period of time, it puts a lot of strain on your neck and can contribute to horizontal neck wrinkles. That's known as tech neck, which I have a whole video on as well. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about with regards to some little habits that you might be doing that can ultimately be sabotaging your skin as far as your nighttime routine. Now, if you're kind of confused about morning versus nighttime skincare, what you should include in the morning routine versus what you should include in the nighttime routine, is there anything to know about how to order these? Listen, I've got a video for you where I talk about that exact thing. It'll be on the end slate. Watch that one next if you missed it. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.